What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Hope y'all are all having a fantastic day so far. Today, at long last, I have this matchup that has been requested me for a very long time. Thank you for your patience, and I'm finally here with this epic matchup. Today, we have the Scarlet King, SCP-01, taking on the Great Evil Beast, the Presence itself, but Darkness, from DC Comics. Starting off with the Scarlet King. When he first arrived, the Scarlet King consumed low Elder Gods like they were nothing. These same Elder Gods were capable of damaging the Tree of Knowledge, which spreads out to other forms of fiction, and technically non-fiction as well. The Scarlet King is so powerful that his mere presence, like when he first arrived, shook creation. Keep in mind, the multiverse of the SCP is extremely underrated. It's described as being a string of beads and a chain throughout all of reality, and each bead gets more powerful, and a string is beyond infinite. So each bead is the universe, and with each bead that passes, it gets more powerful, and the string itself is infinite. So it gets to some crazy outer-versal scaling. In his battle with the Brothers of Death, keep in mind this was a 3-on-1. It reduced all of creation to dust, as well as destroying the library, which all of creation stems from. And this resulted in a stalemate. Like, it took 3 of the Brothers of Death to stalemate the Scarlet King. If the Scarlet King, and keep in mind, the Scarlet King wasn't even at his full power when he did all this, so it's ridiculous. If he enters the prime timeline when he's at his peak, not only will he alter and destroy the infinite multiverse, but the omniverse itself, which transcends the multiverse and spreads into our reality, like in real life. All said, the Scarlet King should scale to high outerversal even more, being the god of blood, concrete, and just a wailing and chaos itself. The Great Evil Beast, after arriving in Hell, its mere presence was described to being beyond hell itself. Like, even all the demons were shook when he arrived, or it arrived. After bodying Etrigan, who was amped by all of Hell's armies, Dr. Fate, even the Spectre. Keep in mind, the Spectre is literally the presence, it's God's wrath incarnate, and he just got bodied easily. It was revealed that the Great Evil Beast to be the darkness to presence light, God's darkness incarnate. If not for the presence itself, the Great Evil Beast would overthrow heaven, and not even the angels could stop him. He could unmake, destroy creation on every level. Being the dark side of the presence, the Great Evil Beast should scale directly to the presence, giving it high outerversal scaling. So, if these two cosmic beings, these two, like, unfathomable, powerful monsters were to battle, who do I see coming out on top? Well, I do think that the SCP verse is extremely underrated. Though a lot of people might not agree with this, I do think the SCP verse might actually be more powerful than the DC verse itself. And, yes, the Great Evil Beast could unmake creation casually, but you have to think, the Scarlet King could do the same, but keep in mind that the creation of SCP, like, each universe in the SCP verse gets more powerful, and the string is infinite. I mean, technically, you could argue that the DC has the same, but in my opinion, I think it's stronger in the SCP verse. So, though, this is kind of a tricky matchup, but in my opinion, I think the Scarlet King scales higher. I think it has more impressive feats. And though I could be wrong about this, because these two characters are kind of obscure. I mean, the SCP verse is actually pretty confusing at some points, but I think I'm comfortable with calling this this victory to the Scarlet King. He just outscales even the presence himself, in my opinion. So yeah, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed that matchup. Thank you for your patience on this one. I know it's kind of been a while since I've posted, and this might be a short video that I make, but I hope y'all enjoyed my breakdown of these two characters. And let me know who y'all think wins this fight, the Scarlet King or the Great Evil Beast. And of course, if I'm wrong, feel free to tell me in the comments, but people have their opinions. So yeah, everyone, I hope y'all take care, and I'll see y'all later.